Hey guys, welcome to our channel.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So this thing right here is to solve a big problem we have in our house. That people, what do they do when they get in the shower, Henry?
They take too long.
They take too long.
So I'm like, need this.
So I'm like, hey, get out of the shower. I'm going to shut it off. But then to actually shut it off, I have to climb under the stairs, and that's kind of crazy. But I found this cool thing right here. It's on Amazon that you can hook it up to your network, and has this arm that will automatically shut, right? And so this thing right here, push a button on your phone and this thing shuts off this valve right here. So this is the water shut off. So this thing sits up here on this pipe, and then when you tell it to close, it shuts off the water and turn it back on. It opens up the valve again. And so what I have to do is take this thing, and it's going to sit right on top of this pipe right here, if you can see, but it's going to sit like that, on it like that, and then when I click my button, it's going to, like that, huh, Henry?
Yeah.
This is going to be awesome because people are going to start crying because it's going to be cold water only.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Huh, Franny? Okay. The problem that I have with this thing right here is that the gap right here is too big for the pipe, and so I'm going to have to do something to shim it. And I tried using
like
some of this foam insulation, but it wasn't enough. And so I went and got, here, this is just like an old rubber pipe, and so I'm just going to wrap this around the pipe like this a few times so that it'll be big enough and tight, because it has to hold on fairly securely so that when this when the valve opens and shuts, when this thing turns, that it doesn't twist the valve. You can pause it, Franny. So I'm wrapping this thing around right here.
And this was like, whack! And it fell out of his hands.
Yeah, it fell out of my hands. That was crazy. So I wrapped that thing around, and so now that's giving it some more bulk, so I can, but now I have to, can you hold that screw, Henry? Don't eat it. I know you're hungry, but don't eat it, all right?
I'm not hungry.
You're not hungry? Oh, good. So you don't want any lunch?
I'm not hungry yet.
Oh, okay.
So, goodbye.
No, we're not done. Who are you saying goodbye to?
I said goodbye to this.
All right, so I put that on here. Okay, so now I just need to put this bolt on. Henry, where are you going? You're the star. They don't want to watch me. Okay, pause it, Franny.
See, guys, it worked.
It's working?
Yeah.
It's kind of working. Hopefully I'm doing this in the right direction. Yeah, I am.
No.
All right.
It's paused.
It's paused?
Yeah.
Franny, get over. Henry, get over here.
No.
I'm only going to give you half of the money if you're actually in the movie. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find someone else to be my co-star.
Yep.
See, I know how to do stuff, and you are cute. So that's why. So I have to put this on here. Can you hold that down?
Sure, I am.
Okay, perfect.
Can't see the arms.
Yeah, it's kind of tight quarters in here.
Look, guys.
Francis, this is our technical crew.
$555. Guys, look.
All right, let's see if this works or not.
$155. You don't see? $555.
$555.
Yeah, $555.
That's how much the estimated yearly cost of that heater is. Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, here we go. So this is on, and it's pretty tight now.
I want it off.
All right, so that's on.
But if we do like that, then it looks better, right?
Yeah, I think I need to slide it over a little bit. Okay, pause it, Franny.
So, look, guys, we're already tightening it still.
It's tightening it still. So I had to slide this thing a little bit forward so that it was far enough ahead on this right here, but now it's pretty tight. Before, when I did it, so one thing I'd say is if you're installing this thing, that this clamp right here is a little off-centered, and so I did it the other direction, but I put this way too high so that it wasn't reaching for this valve. And so I just flipped it around, and that lowered this and brought it closer to this pipe. And so now it's snugly between those right there. So when I hit the button, it will turn this. I would do it, but it's the app's on the phone that I'm taking the video on. We'll do that later. And we'll do, it's going to be exciting. Who do you think is going to be the next person, Henry, that takes too long of a shower? Who? Rev, probably.
Oh, we can wake up early Evelyn can do it, and we can, and I can go upstairs and sleep, and then hee hee, and then we do it.
And we turn it off, and then she starts screaming.
Yeah.
I've got soap in my eyes.
Yeah.
And we'll say,
Oh, I forgot to yell. We can say,
There's enough
there's
cold
soap
water
in
for
your eyes, dude.
wow.
Watch out.
Okay, well, this thing is right here. This was $38, like $34 plus tax on Amazon. Pretty cool thing. I might get more of these if it's effective, huh, Henry? It's going to be a lot of fun.
Because if that breaks, then what are we going to do?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll have to retry it.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Well, good thing this thing is snapped on right
So what are you going to say to everybody on YouTube?
Bye.
That's it?
Be sure to subscribe and to press that notification bell.
Okay. Okay.
Done.